Good morning, students. Welcome back to P.N.AMERSEY e-learning classes. Students, today we are going to start the second semester of this session. So let's start the second semester of this session with chapter number 10. Our today's topic is reaching the age of adolescence. This is first part of this chapter. So let's start chapter number 10. Students, before starting this chapter, I will give you a small introduction about it. As in the previous chapter, we have learned the human male and female reproductive system. We have also learned how human beings reproduce by giving birth to babies. Babies grow and become children. Children go further and become adolescents. And finally, adolescents grow and become adults. It is only after growing up to a certain age that humans are capable to reproduce. The human beings can reproduce by giving birth to babies only after a certain age because their reproductive systems start working only after a certain age. In this chapter, we will learn about the changes which take place in a human male body and a female body, after which a person becomes capable of reproduction. In other words, we will learn about the changes which take place in the boy's body and in a girl's body, after which they become capable of reproduction. We will also discuss the role played by hormones in initiating the working of a male and a female reproductive systems and make them fit for the process of reproduction. So, it is the hormones which brings about changes that make a child grow into an adult. So, students, first topic of this chapter is adolescence. Growing up is a natural process, as you all know. Growth becomes from the day a baby is born. A baby grows and becomes a child. A young human being below the age of full physical development is called a child. When a child crosses the age of 10 years or 11 years, there is a sudden spurt in his body growth and becomes noticeable. The rapid changes which take place in the body from this age onward are the part of growing up. These changes indicate that the person is no longer a child, but he or she is on the way of becoming an adult. A mature human being who is fully grown and developed is called an adult. There is a period of life in human beings when a person is neither a child nor an adult. The transitional period of physical and mental development which occurs between childhood and adulthood it is called adolescence. In more simple words, the period of life between childhood and adulthood is called adolescence. Adolescence is the time when a lot of changes take place in the bodies of boys and girls which make their reproductive system mature. We can also write another definition of adolescence as the period of life of a person when a body undergoes a lot of changes leading to reproductive maturity is called adolescence. Some of the changes which take place in boys during adolescence are facial and body hair grow, voice deepens. The testes starts to make sperms. And some of the changes which take place in girls during adolescence are: their breasts grow, ovaries start to release egg, and menstruation, that means monthly periods, begins. Students, adolescence usually begins around the age of 10 or 11 years and lasts up to 18 or 19 years. A person who is in the process of growing from a child to an adult is called adolescent. Since the period of adolescence covers the teen years, that is 13 to 19 years, therefore adolescents are also called teenagers. Now our next topic is puberty. Although a baby is born with a full set of reproductive organs, these organs do not function during the first 10 or 12 years of life. Under the influence of hormones produced in the body, the reproductive organs become active at the time known as puberty. In other words, the reproductive system of humans, means boys and girls both, start functioning at the time called puberty. At puberty, sex hormones begin to be produced, due to which the boys and girls become sexually mature. The period during which adolescent boys and girls reach sexual maturity and become capable of reproduction is called puberty. In other words, after attaining puberty, an adolescent boy or girl become capable of having a baby. Puberty tends to start earlier in girls than in boys. Generally, girls attain puberty at a lower age of 10 to 13 years, while boys reach puberty at the comparatively higher age of 12 to 14 years. At puberty, many changes occur in the bodies of boys and girls. The various changes which occur in boys and girls are as follows. First, we will talk about changes occur in the boys during puberty. First one is that change occur in boys is hair grow on the face of boys in the form of mustaches and beard and on chest. Second change that occur in boys during puberty is voice deepens in boys. It becomes low pitched voice. Third change is testes start to make sperms. Fourth one is testes and penis become larger. Fifth one is chest and shoulders of boys broaden. Sixth one is boys become muscular. Seventh is hair growth in armpit and in pubic regions. Eighth one is rapid increase in height occurs. And ninth one is feeling and sex derives associated with adulthood begins to develop. Now students, we will talk about changes that occur in girls during puberty. First change that occur in girls during puberty is breast develop and enlarges in girls. Second one is ovaries start to release eggs. Third one is menstruation, that means monthly period begins. Fourth one is ovaries, oviduct, uterus and vagina enlarges. Fifth is hips of girls broadens. Extra fat is deposited on the hips and thighs. Sixth is hair growth in armpit and in pubic region. Seventh, that is rapid increase in height occurs. Eighth change that occur in girls during puberty is feeling and sexual drives associated with adulthood begins to develop. Students, all the changes which occur in boys and girls at puberty are brought about by various hormones. So students, this is the end of today's video. We will talk about the rest of the chapter in our next video. Up till then, thank you and goodbye.